So, Mr. Schell, do you mind giving us an overview of what is it that you do, and what did you come to this conference to represent?
Sure. So I do a couple things. I teach at Carnegie Mellon University at the Entertainment Technology Center. And also I run a video game studio called Schell Games. It does a number of things, but more and more we've been focusing on games that have educational purposes. And I came here to talk a bit about trends that I see in the 21st century and how I think they have application to education.
Do you mind elaborating a little bit more about the trends you see, and then how do you kind of extrapolate that to, for example, 20 years from now?
Sure. Yeah, so the trends I talked about today are some different sort of societal trends. The good thing is they're all very positive. Things are becoming much more beautiful in the world. Things are becoming much more customized. Things are becoming much more real. And there's one I'm always forgetting. I can never. That's why I do this with PowerPoint. But it's really a number of trends that are all about things getting more interesting, better, higher quality over time. And particularly the aspects of things becoming more customized has a great deal to do with education. Because education has a history of being the opposite, being more standardized, and of not always being connected to reality in important ways, and not being a beautiful experience. But as the 21st century is demanding this from everything, from every product, from every service, from everything that we do, everything is just getting better and better. I talked about specific ways that I think this is starting to happen in education.
And then how do you extrapolate? I'm sure, like looking at the trends, you see some recurrent trends maybe, and then how do you extrapolate the things that you see to 20 years from now to the future of education?
Right. So these trends appear to be continuing, right? Things are becoming more beautiful because society is getting more affluent, and that is probably going to continue to occur. The one I'd forgotten before was shared, how things are becoming more and more shared. And a lot of that has to do with what technology is enabling. Technology is enabling us to share information in ways we never could before. And I think the primary difference we potentially will see in education is a system where education is much more customized, because it can be. We now will have the tools to allow people to customize their education. And there's a lot of side effects of that. That when people can customize their education, they take ownership of it in a new way. So one possibility is certainly that education won't be something forced on people quite as much. We may force less education on people, but people's opportunities to educate themselves about what they most want to learn are going to be vastly enhanced. The big question that everything hinges on is how important is a certification or a diploma, because a lot of what keeps existing educational institutions in place is the societal value that's placed on that diploma. So a lot hinges on that small psychological question.
And then how do you intend to, through, like you're saying, creating educational video games, how do you intend to fulfill that prophecy of customized education?
Well, the more aspects of education that can be sort of virtual and distributed, the more power there is to customize one's own education for the topics you're interested in and for the level that you're currently at. And videos and text can only go so far. Simulations allow people to engage in a deeper way that connects with reality quite a bit more. And further, the simulations can be very much used to enhance, as opposed to replace, the purpose of a live instructor. When you can have a live instructor who is choreographing a vast simulation of which many people are a part, and then can use that in order to get students into certain frames of mind, it can make the educational experience far more powerful.